Most retirement advice tells you that the heavy lifting is done in your 30s and 40s. Max your 401k early, invest consistently, and let compound interest do the work. And honestly, that advice isn't wrong. But here's what that advice completely ignores. The 5 years before you retire aren't just a countdown. They're the single most financially concentrated period of your adult life, where decisions about taxes, Social Security, healthcare, and housing permanently lock in your retirement income. Get these years right, and you can add tens of thousands of dollars to your annual retirement income. Get them wrong, and you spend the next 30 years living with the consequences. I'm not talking about dramatic portfolio moves. I'm talking about 7 specific moves, most of them one-time decisions you can only make in this window, that the majority of pre-retirees simply don't know exist. Let's get to work. Move 1. Maximize your catch-up contributions immediately. After age 50, the IRS allows catch-up contributions on top of standard 401k and IRA limits. In 2026, the standard 401k contribution limit is $23,500 per year. The catch-up contribution for anyone 50 or older adds another $7,500, bringing the total to $31,000 annually. For your IRA, the standard limit is $7,000, plus a $1,000 catch-up for a total of $8,000. If you have both a 401k and an IRA and you're 55, maximizing both gives you $39,000 per year in tax-advantage savings. Over 5 years, that's $195,000, not counting investment returns. Very few Americans take full advantage of this window. Many don't even know the catch-up contribution exists. There's an additional opportunity in 2026 called the Secure 2.0 Super Catch-up provision. For anyone between 60 and 63, the 401k catch-up increases to $11,250 instead of $7,500. If you're turning 60 in this window, your maximum 401k contribution jumps to $34,750 per year. That's a meaningful acceleration worth planning for. Move 2. Start your Roth conversion strategy this year. Between ages 55 and 65, before Social Security, before Medicare, before required minimum distributions, most Americans are in the lowest income tax bracket of their adult lives. This is the single most valuable Roth conversion window you will ever have, and most people waste it entirely. A Roth conversion moves money from a traditional IRA, or 401k, to a Roth IRA. You pay income tax on the converted amount today. In exchange, that money grows tax-free for the rest of your life and is never subject to required minimum distributions. The math in your mid to late 50s is extraordinary. If you're not yet collecting Social Security, not yet drawing from retirement accounts, and your income is relatively low, you might have room to convert $30,000 to $50,000 per year while staying in the 12% tax bracket, paying roughly $3,600 to $6,000 in federal tax annually. Do this for 5 years, and you've converted $150,000 to $250,000 at the lowest tax rate you'll ever see. The 2026 tax environment adds urgency. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act created a temporary $6,000 deduction for anyone 65 or older through tax year 2028. If you're doing Roth conversions before 65, plan to shift strategy around 65 and use the senior deduction to further reduce conversion costs during that window. Move 3. Model your Social Security claiming decision before you retire. Most people claim Social Security on instinct. The claiming decision is worth understanding thoroughly before you stop working. Your benefit at 62 is roughly 30% lower than your full retirement age amount. Your benefit at 67 is your full retirement age amount. Your benefit at 70 is 24% higher than your full retirement age amount. The monthly difference between 62 and 70 for a high earner is over $1,100. Over a 20-year retirement, that gap exceeds $260,000. At 55, you have 12 years before the maximum claiming age of 70. That's enough time to build a financial bridge, a retirement income stream funded by your savings that covers your expenses from retirement until you claim at 67 or 70. Every year of additional delay past 67 adds roughly 8% to your annual benefit permanently. Pull your Social Security estimate now at ssa.gov. Write down your benefit at 62, 67, and 70. Then model the claiming scenarios against your overall retirement plan. Move 4. Address the healthcare bridge, your biggest pre-retirement cost. If you retire before 65, you lose employer health insurance. Medicare doesn't start until 65. The gap is the single most expensive and most underestimated cost in early retirement planning. In 2026, a silver tier ACA marketplace plan for a healthy 62-year-old couple runs between $14,000 and $24,000 per year in premiums alone, before any deductibles or co-pays. This is why many people wait until 65 to retire. The healthcare bridge calculation is non-negotiable for anyone planning to retire before 65. Calculate your expected ACA premium at your projected retirement income. Add it to your annual expense budget. If that number changes your retirement readiness math, you have two options: increase your savings rate now or work until 65. Move 5. Resolve your housing decision before retirement begins. Housing is the largest fixed expense in most retirement budgets, and it's one of the few costs you can dramatically reshape during the pre-retirement window. The decision you make about your home in your late 50s determines your monthly cash flow for the next 30 years. There are 4 housing paths for pre-retirees. First, pay off your mortgage before retirement. Eliminating a $1,500 to $3,000 monthly payment transforms retirement cash flow. Second, downsize before retirement. Selling a larger home and moving to a paid-off smaller home can generate $200,000 to $500,000 in equity. Third, relocate to a no-income tax state. Moving from California or New York to Florida, Texas, or Tennessee can save 5 to 10% of income annually for the rest of your life. Fourth, maintain the status quo. This is the right answer for some retirees, but it should be a deliberate choice, not a default. Move 6. Update your 5 critical financial documents. Before you retire, these 5 documents must be current: your will, your healthcare power of attorney, your durable financial power of attorney, your beneficiary designations on every retirement account, and your life insurance policy. Outdated beneficiary designations are the single most common estate planning error. They override your will entirely and send your retirement savings to whoever is listed, regardless of your current wishes. Move 7. Plan your required minimum distribution strategy now. Required minimum distributions begin at age 73. For a $500,000 traditional IRA, your first RMD is approximately $19,000. For a $1 million IRA, it's approximately $38,000. These forced withdrawals push up your taxable income, potentially triggering Social Security taxation and Medicare IRMA surcharges. The only way to reduce RMDs is through Roth conversions done before they begin. The 5-year window before retirement is your best opportunity. Miss it and the RMDs are locked in. Here is your action plan. Step 1. Log into your 401k portal this week and increase your contribution to the maximum $23,500 plus the catch-up amount of $7,500 if you're over 50. Step 2. Pull your Social Security estimate at ssa.gov. Write down your benefits at 62, 67, and 70. Do the break-even math. Step 3. Calculate your healthcare bridge cost. Go to healthcare.gov and estimate your ACA premium at your projected retirement income. Step 4. Model your Roth conversion opportunity. Estimate your income in years where Social Security and RMDs are absent, and calculate how much you can convert annually while staying in the 12% bracket. Step 5. Make your housing decision deliberately. Do the math on paying off the mortgage, downsizing, or relocating before you stop working. The 5 years before retirement aren't a waiting room. They're the highest leverage planning window of your financial life. Use them. In our next video, we're covering the $300,000 retirement risk nobody plans for, long-term care, and the decision that protects your savings from a cost that can exceed $300,000 in a single care episode. Subscribe now so you don't miss that. And if you're in the 5-year window right now, drop a comment. What's the move you're most focused on? Your answer helps us tailor future content to where our community actually is. We'll see you in the next one.